So I bought this knockoff Bionicle set. Check it out. It's got some cool recolored Bionicle pieces, some interesting new elements, and they're all compatible with Lego. But is this fake Lego set any good? I mean, it's fake Lego. You can never tell with this kind of stuff. Are these pieces as exciting as they seem? Can they be used in mocks? And where can you pick up this toy? Well, let's discuss. But before we start, look man, I know this isn't official Lego. But I mean, come on, if the Lego group isn't making new Bionicle sets, if they're not giving us new Bionicle pieces, well, this is the next best thing, and kind of the only choice you have if you want new Bionicle parts. So enough talking about it, let's dive in. This toy is from a brand called Jackie, and the set is titled Golden Mecha Serpent. Serpent, but it's a lizard. Look, a lot of this feels relatively professional, which is promising. And you know, when you build it, you're gonna find, curious, and create fun. So that doesn't sound so bad. The instructions are actually pretty well put together. It's better than I expected. I've built a few other knockoff sets and the instructions have been awful. They can be really difficult to follow, or they show you techniques that are simply not possible. But this was all fairly straightforward. That's nice. But let's take a look at those pieces. That's the reason I bought this set. I want to take these pieces and put them in my own creations. What do we get? There's some really exciting printed CCBS armor shells. Wow. I just love the detail on these. And the fact that they're printed is a big surprise. I was expecting stickers. Especially because, well, you do get stickers in this set. A lot of them. Unfortunately, a lot of these stickers are very thin and small. It makes placing them on the actual pieces very difficult, so some printed ones are a nice change of pace. These trans-orange invasion from below spikes are pretty snazzy. I can just picture them being used in a similar way to what we see on Umarak the Destroyer. Imagine that, hey, swapping out these black ones for the trans-orange ones, and now he's got fiery flame talons. That would be pretty cool. You get some old Hero Factory feet pieces. Nice to see these pieces again after so many years. In this image here, of course, you're seeing the Lego version and the knockoff version. Here you can see the difference. The knockoff one is a lot shinier and the plastic visibly looks a lot cheaper, whereas the Lego one feels more robust, strong, and of a higher quality. Which is certainly true, but a lot of these pieces are better quality than I expected. Yes, it does feel a little bit cheaper, but it's not terrible. The plastic quality is pretty decent. Not as good as official Lego, of course, but it doesn't feel like this is gonna disintegrate in your hands or break just by breathing on it. No, it's strong, and that's certainly very welcome. I appreciate that. Also included are some nice recolors of existing Lego pieces. And there's a few fancy new elements here as well. Orange ball joints, orange CCBS bone pieces, mixel joints, everything. This is pretty cool. Plenty of pieces that Lego produces, but not in those colors. And that is exciting. I'll show you why that's exciting a little bit later on in the video. So like I said, I bought this for the pieces. So seeing all this, it makes my heart sing. But we're just scratching the surface. There's these claw pieces, recolored in metallic gold. We've got these awesome CCBS armor add-ons, you get a lot of them, and you get them in a variety of colors too. And then, well, we move into the weird stuff. The original pieces that only come in a set like this. There's this neck element, which is interesting. The art style feels quite different to your typical Lego pieces, but you know, hey, it's got a axle connection in the middle right here. It's funky. And then the lizard head. It's 3 separate sections that you kind of build together. Not sure how to feel about this one. I'll talk a bit more about it in detail when I show you the finished model. However, you do put these pieces in here for the eyes. And this is interesting. This piece isn't your typical plastic. It almost feels more metallic. The detail is certainly pretty, but the way you attach them is you peel off some adhesive and place them on top of this piece. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. But alright, that's enough talking about the pieces, but still, they're pretty good. Especially because I bought this for under $10 on AliExpress. And for that price, I already feel like I got my money's worth. This is some good stuff to get. It's a good little parts pack. I'll include a link below if you want to pick one up yourself. The page always appears in Hebrew for me. I don't know why it does that, but it's fine. You can still buy it relatively easily and it's all legit. It'll come to your house. It all worked for me. I'm sure it'll work for you. But the set, how does that hold up? Better than I was expecting. There's an impressive amount of detail and some really nice posability on this toy. But I was very taken aback by this torso. The insane levels of detail are quite impressive, especially the way that a lot of these CCBS armor pieces neatly link on to everything else. There's no gaps in between the elements, everything slots in so satisfyingly. Other pieces neatly wrap around the armor. The shaping is really good. The little exposed greebles that poke out, the beautiful balance of smooth, sleek armor and greeble gears and pipes and screws. It's exceptional. And man, look at the greebles on this leg. The designers actually did a solid job. And this tail, it's pretty straightforward, just CCBS bones and armor shells. But what I really like is how it's using those add-on pieces that we were talking about before. They do a great job of covering up a lot of the gaps. It makes things feel more cohesive. And it doesn't limit too much posability. There's still plenty of room for the bones and the armor shells to move and flex. So yeah, including these add-on pieces like this was a great idea. But I absolutely adore how they're used here for the tail. They're not just for aesthetic purposes, no. They're also used to link elements together. Practical and visually beautiful. Sweet! Now, the head. I don't know about this. It's big, it just kind of stands out. I just really like the mix of armor and greebles that the body and everything else has. Whereas this just feels a bit out of place. It doesn't quite work. I do like the blue eyes. Sometimes they really catch the light and they just look stunning. But yeah, I don't know, the head's just too big. I don't know how to feel. It is cute, it is adorable, and I think that's the point, but I couldn't shake the idea, well, what would this look like if it didn't have the head and it had a more standard Bionicle mask? Or a Hero Factory mask. Like the head of, say, Stringer from Hero Factory. And dude, how good does that look? It looks like Stringer is in some sort of sci-fi spacesuit, ready for an intergalactic mission. It's just sensational how much this changes the entire design and how much better this looks. Yes, the original head is cool, sure, but it just looks so silly when you compare it to this. Hey, I mean, honestly, go pick up this set if you want to get yourself a really cool Hero Factory mock. A couple changes and you got something sick. Look, the details on this toy are really impressive. The techniques are clever. The part selection is sensational. This is actually a pretty good toy. Who would have thought? I recommend picking this up, especially if you want some fun pieces for your latest creations. Or just build a cool looking lizard dude and have fun with that. I even found that there's actually a color variant of this toy. Some of those recolors actually look pretty good. Well, that's equally exciting, isn't it? Turns out Golden Mecha Serpent by Jackie, it's better than I expected. It feels like buying a new Bionicle set all these years later in 2026. Heck yeah. But let's take it back to some of those pieces. Let me show you some ways that you can use them in your own creations. Let's take a look at some of these orange recolors, specifically this CCBS bone. Lise L822 has a revamp of Nex, and you can see that he's forced to use some of these black CCBS bone pieces for the frame. Now remember, LEGO doesn't make these bone pieces in too many colors. It's very common to see it in grey or black. So now, with a recolor like this, you're not forced to use black. You can personalize the colors to fit what you're making so much more easily. How good is that? Now you can have more consistent color schemes. Now your orange mock can look more orange. Wonderful. Back to that printed torso. It looks so good, I just gotta talk about it again. Say, wouldn't this look cool on a revamp of Onawa, like this one here by Clockwork Guardian? Currently this torso piece here is just black with nothing on it. But if it had this, I think it would look really good. The gold would work with the gold. The little bits of white, that extra wording and printing, I think that would be pretty neat. I think it would fit right in. Sometimes a nice printed piece or some funky stickers are the perfect finishing touch to what you're making. And then Those armor add-on pieces that I've been talking about before. What about those? Well, this creation by Jack Frost, he uses them in so many ways. They elegantly round off the end of this leg. They look so good on the torso, really leading you towards that heartlight in trans green. They shape up quite nicely on this arm design too. Every inch of this is using this piece to great avail. That's the power of this beautiful, beautiful element. And the fact you get so many, in so many different colors? Sick! I'm telling you man, the pieces in this set are baller. So yeah, this is a good set for pieces, and just a good set. There's links below if you want to go and pick it up. And there's links to all the builders that I featured today down below as well. Go and check out their stuff, and maybe leave a like on their work. Thanks for watching everyone, happy building, and bye for now. Has anyone else been playing Fire Red on their Switch? I've been doing it, and God, it's so good to be playing it again.